Healsy with me, Marie Nazria. I have Wild and Holly here with me as well. Hopefully, they're not a distraction. Today, I want to talk about moving and starting over. This just recently happened to me about a year ago, and I was really scared. I was scared of everything, to be honest. I also have a background of having anxiety around change, around certain things. Not exactly change, but definitely moving across country to a city that I've never lived in, that I don't have necessarily friends in, etc. And I was really scared, but it was worth it. And I just wanted to share some tips about moving. First of all, one thing you should know about moving, if you didn't watch my podcast about home, it's really important that you understand that wherever you are home. So watch that podcast because it could really help as well, because it doesn't matter where you are as long as you are with yourself, that you are home. Whether that's traveling or moving to another country or another state or even another city. So I took a couple of notes of things that I think really, really help with moving and starting over. The first thing that really helped me is finding and creating an anchor structure, which means finding a space to live in that makes you comfortable, preferably not a dark home, etc., like something with good light, because there are going to be moments where you're like home a lot, especially if you don't know anyone, and you want to really try to create a space that nurtures you, that makes you feel safe, that makes you feel good. I think that's really important and going to affect greatly how you feel in this transition. So creating that anchor, creating that space. Another thing is, for me at least, because I'm a little bit geographically challenged, so when I moved to Florida, I needed to get a map. And so, like, almost every day I was on Google just looking at a map, understanding where I was, understanding where things are. Like, I started making a list of places I want to go and finding them on the map to understand where I'm going and how far that is from me. So just understanding the lay of the land. And so now, a year later, I know first of all, I'm driving everywhere. I know so many different areas of Florida and have had so many different experiences based on that. So looking at a map, understanding where you are, and going out and exploring. It's super important to explore when you move to a new city. Another thing is very important is to stay open. What I do, and it's just a visual thing, it's not an actual thing that I do, is I kind of not erase the past, because the past is the past and it's part of who we are, but I stay really, really open. It doesn't matter what happened to me in my previous location. It's a time and an opportunity to kind of reinvent yourself a little bit, go out and meet people and maybe do things that you wouldn't have done in the past, whether that's going to eat at a restaurant by yourself or going shopping by yourself or sitting in a park by yourself. Also, great thing is if you don't have a pet and you are alone in your space and you just moved, it could really help you to have a pet. They are a huge responsibility, so don't just get one mindlessly. Get one because you actually can take care of a pet, and they're a lot of work, but what they give back is so much more than the work that you do with them. So staying open, meeting people, changing a little bit. There's a really great opportunity to reinvent yourself, in the sense of, like, let's say you have some fears or some apprehensions that you always had. Moving to a new space, a new city, a new town, you can choose to actually say, you know what, I'm not going to be as blank as I was in my previous city, or I'm going to be more open, or I'm going to be more social, I'm going to be more open-minded to places that I don't think I like, because maybe in this city or in this town or in this country, it's actually a very different experience. An easy example of that is like whether you're going to a restaurant in the middle of a city in the US versus Europe. You're going to have a very different experience. So try on new things. Lastly, but also very important, is at least once a week, try something new that you've never done before, outside your comfort zone. I have met so many amazing people and made such a beautiful group of friends that way. Also, and lastly, working out, physical activity, moving around is really good for you. It's good for your mind, your body, your soul. So find a community within that. And I think slowly but surely being patient with yourself, you could have a really beautiful transition into your new space, into your new home, into your new lifestyle. You're essentially getting to create a new lifestyle. So spin it in a positive way, not in a scary way. And I promise you, you'll be really surprised when you're out with where you are, with what you have created, and with who you are. The last takeaway that I think is really important is to spend time with yourself, and you probably will if you don't have friends in the new city. But what I mean by that is like really make it a sacred experience. Like, oh, after I work and after I work out, I'm going home, and instead of being like, I don't have friends, I don't know anyone, make a beautiful evening for yourself. You deserve it. It's a huge transition to move, and it is very emotional and exhausting. So if you want to sleep, sleep. If you want to do a facial, get a facial. You want to watch a movie that maybe if you had a partner or a roommate they wouldn't want to watch, enjoy, indulge yourself. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. And I promise when you start loving yourself and creating this great energy around you in all this transition, people will come towards you. Like they will gravitate towards you. And it is very exciting that you just moved to that city, and let people share with you and give you tips and tools and experiences. Go with them, try it on. Obviously be safe, but enjoy yourself. Life is all about journeys and trips and ever-changing environments, and you're just on your journey, and this is yours. So try to make the best of it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please reach out to me. I hope you have a beautiful day, an easy move, and take care.